is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my cool. Only winning is exception on my cool. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, yeah.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Tate on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jones. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7. Washington, nothing. Graham Gano set to
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
At first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Matt Gay on fourth field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott slings this deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 95 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goal post, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? There's a first down throw that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 2nd and 7.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Washington first down.
Prescott on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
to J.D. McKissick.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Julian Love picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And start out on the ground, it's Saquon Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Evan Ingram was the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down and
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to keep this again. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. They should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Returning here is Wright. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He's just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete to Nick Boyle.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They run again with Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll go again with McKissick. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Gay's kick is good. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Chase Young.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot. except the defender was not his intended target.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Broken tackle. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
A gain of 23 more yards.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Number 25.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down by Reuben Foster. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Jones. Screenplay, Johnson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
For the extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes this Washington 22. Giants 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 31. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
You got it! You got it!
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Foster, 28 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing.
It got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trey Quinn, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Tonight's finals, Washington 29, Giants 23.